Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Pokemon Anime Lookback. In this video, we will be discussing episode 1, which is entitled Pokemon, I Choose You. Our episode begins with a Pokemon battle. If you played Pokemon Red or Blue before watching this, or even Yellow if you were kinda late to the game, then this battle will look very, very familiar to you. In this opening sequence, we are introduced to our protagonist, Ash Ketchum, via a voiceover from our fantastic narrator. I love his voice. In these first few minutes, you are introduced to the concept of Pokemon, Ash's personality, his family situation, and goal to be the very best. Ash desires to have a Pokemon, and don't we all? He cycles through a few dreams concerning the 3 starter Pokemon, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. However, due to the immense strength of his dreams, he accidentally breaks his alarm clock, which makes him late the next morning to the professor's laboratory. We are then introduced to our primary rival for the season, Gary Oak. He chides Ash for being late and coming in his pajamas, and he cleverly keeps the identity of the Pokemon he chose as a secret from Ash for the time being. Very clever. We're then formally introduced to Professor Oak, the grandfather to Gary and the elite Pokemon scholar, and Ash is given a choice about which Pokemon he would like to have. Ash chooses Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander in that order, and keep that order in mind because it will be a little important later. All of which were chosen by previous trainers who woke up on time and were not lazy on the day that they were supposed to choose their Pokemon. Professor Oak begrudgingly introduces Ash to Pikachu, the big mascot for this entire franchise. Seeing this introduction between them is so interesting to me because Pikachu's sarcastic and lazy attitude is so much different from what we eventually get from Pikachu in the series, and quite frankly, I like Pikachu in this episode so much better than I like him in the rest of the series. And knowing where this relationship is going really helps to make this introductory scene feel more refreshing. But I have to wonder how viewers felt about these two as partners when it first aired. It would be so interesting to show this episode to someone who knows nothing about Pokemon and see what their thoughts are about these scenes. That's your homework. The episode continues as Ash continues to interact with Pikachu, tries to catch more Pokemon, and then finds himself in trouble when chased by a herd of Spearow. We get our first appearance of Misty during this scene, which is very quick but helps to establish her preferred Pokemon type and the ever-recurring joke of Ash owing her a new bike. The chase concludes with Ash ready to sacrifice himself to keep Pikachu safe, which in turn spurs Pikachu on to let loose with a giant Thundershock attack, rendering the Spearow helpless. The episode ends with Ash and Pikachu waking up after their hard victory. They suddenly see a rainbow bird Pokemon flying overhead, which Dexter, Ash's Pokedex, cannot identify. Ash begins carrying Pikachu towards Viridian City, while the narrator talks about how Ash and Pikachu are on a journey that is filled with wonder, excitement, and discovery in the incredible world of Pokemon. While this may be a cliché way to start a shonen series, I still really enjoy it after all these years. It shows the protagonist really struggling to apprehend this Pokemon master life that he desires to have, and ultimately the potential for danger that Pokemon bring. If not for that last-ditch effort by Pikachu to save him, Ash's journey could very well have ended here. These are realistic stakes for a world populated by potentially dangerous and harmful creatures. Next time, the Pokemon Center is introduced, Misty vows to get a new bike, and we get an introduction to our perpetual antagonists. Thank you for watching, and stay average.